are listening to Career Homemakers. I'm Kim. If you're a homemaker looking to make your time at home more productive, fulfilling, and creative, this podcast is perfect for you. So let's get started. One of the parts of a peaceful morning routine can include Bible reading and devotionals. So I'm going to talk a little bit about both of those. First, we're going to talk about devotional books, which can be very helpful. They are short, so this is a good pick if you don't have much time in the morning. They have prayers and Bible verses that can lead you to think about God. For many years, this was my go-to in the morning. I needed something short and sweet because I had little ones running around. Some that I recommend are God Calling by A.J. Russell, Jesus Calling by Sarah Young, and Mornings or Evenings with the Holy Spirit. She has two. She has Morning with the Holy Spirit and Evenings with the Holy Spirit by Jennifer LeClaire. And also The Daily Bread, which you can see online or you can pick up from your local church. A lot of times they'll have them set out for people to take and use. God Calling, a note on God Calling, it was produced a long time before Jesus Calling. In fact, Jesus Calling, Sarah references God Calling. I was young when my mom would read these to me. My mom would read them, my grandma would read them. They were solid. And they've been around for a long time, and they're so good. Jesus Calling and Mornings with the Holy Spirit and Daily Bread are also good. I also recommend that you read the Bible. The Bible is important to know and read. If you are new to Bible reading, I invite you to read the book of Ruth. It is a sweet story of love and romance, and it will warm your heart. You can see the hand of God lovingly directing the women in the story. I read it recently to my daughter in one sitting, so it's short. In the end, we both looked at each other and said, "Aw," because it melted our heart. Think of Hallmark movie, but in the Bible. Another thing that you might enjoy, especially if you love history, is Genesis. It's definitely your book. It covers the beginning of the world and has stories like creation, Noah's flood, Abraham's covenant, and Joseph's coat of colors. The story of Joseph is at the end of Genesis, chapters 37 through 50. I read these out loud to my children, and they enjoy it. Stories of Jesus are in Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. These are great books to read through and become familiar with Jesus' life and the foundation for Christianity. Suppose you want to read a book of the Bible that doesn't mince word. It's super straightforward and about the matters of the heart. Well, then James is your book. It's in the New Testament, and it's a good read. I read it almost every year. It warns me of pride and reminds me to have humility. Some quotes are: God opposes the proud but gives grace to the humble. Submit yourselves therefore to God. Resist the devil and he will flee from you. Draw near to God and he will draw near to you. Cleanse your hands, sinners, and purify your hearts, you double-minded. Humble yourselves before the Lord, and he will exalt you. Another thing is going to a Bible study. Church-sponsored Bible studies are great. I've gone to a Bible study at church called Precepts. It has a reasonable amount of homework for each weekday. Then, once a week, we discuss the Bible chapter in a class and watch a video. There's babysitting provided. And an added plus is I get to know some lovely ladies at church. I love studying the Bible with other women. If your church doesn't offer a women's Bible study, check other churches in your community. We have at least 4 churches represented in our Bible study group. Another option is to join an online Bible study group, which can be helpful to have connection and accountability while staying at home. Another Bible study that I recommend is Jen Wilkin. We are currently studying Sunday mornings, 1st, 2nd, and 3rd John, and her book is called Abide. So there's homework for each day, and then there's a video that we watch, and then we discuss it. It's been really good. So there's a lot of different Bible studies out there. There's online Bible programs. I like Gateway. They will read the Bible to you. I really enjoy this option because we're busy and it's nice to listen to the Bible. And sometimes I choose the Message version because, especially if I'm going to be doing other things, because then it's kind of more in story format and I enjoy that. So those are different ways you can have a Bible study or read the Bible or read a devotional. Thanks for listening to Career Homemakers. I hope this episode encouraged you. You enjoyed the show, don't forget to rate and review us wherever you get your podcasts. Then also pass it along to another homemaker. And if you want our monthly newsletters, go to careerhomemakers.com to fill out the simple form. Have a blessed week.